everybody, and welcome back to Harvest Moon, more friends of Mineral Town. It is the day after the Chicken Festival, which is something that I had shown off in the last video I did. And now I'm going to do a little bit of an update and just changes and, you know, all that usual stuff that I do. So, first things first, I've been wearing blue overalls for way too long. Let's change them to a nice summery color. I don't know. Orange? Orange is more like fall, but whatever. We're gonna make ourselves sexy. I wish we had purple overalls, because I would wear those things all of the damn time. Alright, so first things first is that I got an oven, which I think is the last of the cooking utensils that I can think of anyways. Because you've got the mixer, seasoning set. There might be like a cutting board or a knife set coming, but that's the only thing I can really think of, and hopefully I'll be able to start working towards the big bed. Now, I would have gotten furniture on the 4th, but there was actually a typhoon, which is great. Just my freaking luck. So on Saturday, the only day that you can get furniture from the shopping network, there was a typhoon. Was not able to get it, so I'll have to wait for next Saturday. And luckily, I don't have anything really planted right now. The stuff I do have planted were seeds at the time, so the typhoon didn't actually destroy them. Typhoon came and took like this little one out of this group of crops, and then I think it, got like a corner here. But overall, that was pretty good, and I'm really happy about that because these, ladies and gentlemen, are pineapple seeds. I've got a lot of them. I think I have 8 sections of pineapple seeds. They are $1,000 for a bag of seeds. So that would have been like almost a $10,000 investment down the drain that I would have lost if the typhoon would have completely wiped out my crops. So I'm really glad that the typhoon didn't completely screw these up. I've also decided that it literally takes me, I don't know, a minute to water these plants, so I've kind of just given up on the Harvest Sprite's help for now. It takes the Harvest Sprites way longer than it does for me to just do it on my own, because I have a Mr. Watering can and I can just water the whole thing in one go, which is, pretty awesome. Don't have to worry about that so much. So these are all pineapples. I think the growth date on pineapples is something really crazy, like 21 days out of 30 in the season. The pineapples are going to get me a huge amount of bank, I hope. I hope I can make a crap ton of money off these things. And then I will probably use what remainder I have and just give them to Kai like crazy and hopefully shoot his heart level up as high as I can get it before he leaves for the summer. Because if I don't get his heart events recorded, then I'll have to wait until year 3 until I can get married, which is not really guaranteed anyways, because I might have to not be able to buy the big bed until next season, which would kind of be a bummer. But anyways, we'll see how that works out. That is that. Over here you will see we have a new addition to the Nixos farm. We've got a cow that I appropriately named Bessie. If you watched my very, very crappily done, poor quality, Another Wonderful Life playthrough, you'll know that I named my cow Bessie in that playthrough, as I do most of my cows in Harvest Moon, because it's just a friggin' tradition. I bought this cow a while ago. I think I actually bought it back in spring, so it's actually grown up now. You buy it as a baby, you get it from Barley, and it gives me milk. So I'm just gonna keep brushing it, leaving it outside, letting it, enjoy the summer heat, and hopefully it will get some heart points. And it'll have a few heart points for the Cow Festival, I hope, because the Cow Festival is next week, I do believe. Great, one of my chickens is sick. That is just awesome. So, yeah, I've been being really careful to watch the weather to make sure that it's sunny and that I can actually leave the animals outside. You can see now the cow is kind of like eating parts of the grass that I've put out, so kind of saves me money in fodder because I can just leave the cow outside and it eats the grass that's on the ground. So finally got an animal, finally caved to peer pressure, decided that I would extend my responsibilities and I would get a cow. And as you can see, this barn is freaking huge. What else am I gonna put in here? I could literally have like 8 or 9 cows. But I'm not gonna do that because that's just crazy, and I'm not bringing 8 cows in and out when I need to. That would take all friggin' day. I might get a sheep. Actually, sheeps were the most suggested animal by people, but I think cows are the most profitable and the best for gifts, so I kind of just had that in mind. Decided to get a cow, so now everyone can stop bothering me to get an animal, because I did, damn it! I got a cow! So, that's that. We're gonna go take a quick look at Kai and see where he's at. I think he's at a blue heart right now. I got him from a purple heart to a blue heart in the short time that he's been here, because he arrived in summer with a purple heart, and yeah, now he has a blue heart, which he says the same thing that he said last year. The time goes so slowly in this town, don't you agree? I think it really depends on where he is, like the location. It kind of seems like when people talk to you, it depends on their location. Not so much on their heart level, because I know Gray will say, like, shouldn't you be going home when he's at the library? But if you talk to him when he's, you know, like walking around in the middle of town, he'll say something completely different. So, anyways, too bad I couldn't get any sort of amazing dialogue from him. And of course, if we just kind of walk around town, all the other men are at Red Hearts, which I had showcased in the update in spring, so that's not anything that's too new. If I can go to the supermarket, I don't think there's anything really going on over there, but I think it's open today, isn't it? Yeah, it's a Wednesday. They're closed on Tuesdays. It's pretty much all the same stuff. He's still got the blue feathers sitting here like 2 or 3 seasons later. I guess he's just like waiting for somebody to buy it. Because this is like $5,000. Jeff's just like, buy it, buy it, buy it. I want some money, I want some money. But we can't buy it yet, Jeff. This is going to be a paperweight in our library if I do. There's some other crops, the same crops as last year. These do not change. If you go to Juan's, he sells his stuff year-round, and they don't change either. Last summer, I do believe I had corn growing. Corn being very, very profitable, and you can actually use it to make chicken feed as well. But I've just decided that I'm just gonna go with pineapples and just leave it at that, because pineapples I'm really hoping are going to benefit me in the long run. So anyways, I'm just showing that off. Nothing has changed, so for those of you who want to be informed, you are now informed. I actually really haven't done a lot in summer so far. I pretty much just got a cow. I kicked complete ass at some festivals, and I'm just working on Kai's hearts, because that's the only person left that I have hearts to work on. So, that is about it. As you can see, the typhoon wreaked havoc on my farm. If I pull up my little map, you'll see all my little pineapples. Isn't that cute? There's so many of them. But you can see how many freaking weeds are on this side of my farm. There definitely wasn't that many before. Although I know I'm very poorly neglectful of my field, the typhoon just wreaked havoc on it. There was also like some bigger stones in the area in between my crops and where my animals are, but I cleared those out as well. So because I have Mistral tools, I can really easily like go and stand in the middle of these big pile of grass, and I can just swing around with my sickle and cut it all at once. But I'm just kind of lazy, honestly. So anyways, that is that. I guess I can look at some other stats, although I don't really think there's anything that I've missed. I have 989 pieces of lumber now. I used 10, I think, to fix the fence where my animals are staying, because the wood was starting to break down a little bit, especially after the typhoon. A lot of them kind of got worn down, so I went ahead and I replaced some of the stumps, just kind of trying to keep the fence in good condition. Also, not a whole lot going on here. Unfortunately, my animal that just won the chicken festival is now sick, so that's kind of crappy. I think they were unhappy because the typhoon hit. I had to keep them inside. I couldn't feed them for that day, and then they had to kind of catch up and eat outside. Your animals get unhappy if you don't feed them, obviously, so hopefully Felicia will get happy and I don't have to buy 2 things of animal medicine. I actually bought Bessie the cow on spring day 13. I apparently just forgot to tell you guys I bought a cow in the spring update that I did, I think, because it's either that or I just don't remember, being purely neglectful on my part. But yeah, so it took quite a while for my cow to mature. 1 heart, I'll keep working on that. Haven't had the harvest sprites really do a whole lot of work, but if you are looking for a harvest sprite to do work for you, Bold is by far the best harvest sprite to get in summer, because all the grass in the summertime is purple. If you go to the beach, you can give him crap tons of purple grass. There's also, I think, green grass and red grass as well, so there's a lot of grass in summer, so I would suggest using those to work up your relationship with the harvest sprites if you want to. I'm actually very broke this season. I've spent a lot more money than I've gained. It's going to take a really long time for those pineapples to grow, and when I do, hopefully that number will definitely shoot up. But I spent, I think, $3,000 in pineapple seeds alone. I also got one of my tools upgraded, and I haven't been doing a whole lot else for profit. I have been mining. I'm getting my hoe upgraded right now. I've also been trying to do some fishing, because as you can see, my fishing rod is almost at silver. Definitely still lagging behind, but I am trying to work on it so that I will be able to fish more and not lose so much stamina. So with all of the power berries that I have combined with my tools, I'm practically on fire. I can go to the mine 3 or 4 times a day, fill up my basket, and I'm still good because I can go to the hot springs and revive my energy, and I still have lots of time in a day. So yeah, pro tip, if you really want to make your time very, very well used, I recommend upgrading your tools ASAP, which is pretty much what I do in almost every single Harvest Moon game because I know it greatly benefits me. So other than that, we have seen summer before. Nothing else has changed. The map is still the same. Wild grass, like colored stuff you get, is still the same. Flowers are still the same. So still a great season to forage. There's more items, I think, than any other season to forage, I would say, just because of all the grass alone, honestly. And yeah, one of the most productive seasons in my opinion. Not my favorite. Fall is definitely my favorite, but one of the most productive. Summer, generally for me in this game, just absolutely flies by. I blink and it's gone. So I don't think I have much else to talk about in this update. Like I said, I haven't done much. So what I'll do is I'll play a little more. I might actually have to backtrack because I actually, now that I think about it, I didn't win the dog festival or the beach festival or whatever it is in this file that I was playing on. But I kind of want to, because I want that power berry. And as you can see, this is a dog that comes to my farm to try and scare and abuse my animals. If my dog was out here, he would scare this dog away, but as you can see, my animals are protected, and he's just gonna sit there and watch like a dumbass. See, he's just like, I want in there, damn it, but he can't, because he's an idiot. So my animals aren't even phased. They're like, whatever, man. They're just like sleeping out here. They're like, shut up, I'm trying to sleep. So I'm not sure if I've shown that off before, but that's the proof that wild animals do come and try to attack your animals. So yep, I think that is about it. I kind of lost my train of thought because that dog randomly showed up. But yeah, I still have a week or so, actually more than a week, until the cow festival. So that gives me some time to do some playing. Yeah, I might go back and redo the beach day so I can get that power berry so that I can have 5 of them. Because, you know, every little bit counts. So yeah, that's it. Not a whole lot else going on. I'll probably update you guys in the next week or two in game time. Hopefully it doesn't take me an eon to make another video. And until next time, I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.